All right, getting some new fan mail for our intro. Just wanted to make the fans happy with that little intro. Derek is going to be doing that sporadically through the podcast because we got a lot of positive email from the last one saying that people really enjoyed hearing it. So
a lot of people said that was their favorite part. So we'll just we got to deliver to the fans, give them what they want.
Yeah, this week we're on location in my backyard by the pool. So we still haven't found any reliable podcast software, but we've gotten so much positive email about the last time we tried, where it was mixed incredibly quiet until Derek broke people's speakers, that we thought, maybe we'll do that from now on. So after this week, don't ever listen to podcasts again. Thank you. Sean, how's it going this week?
It's going great, guys.
Good to be back.
It's just good to be back. We haven't done this in a long time. Doing a podcast again. We're just by the pool, we're just soaking in the rays, and just taking summer for what it's worth. Trying to stay cool to be cool, right, Derek?
Gotta beat the heat.
In the street.
Before you beat me.
What did you just say? You guys, if you guys at home heard that, email me, because I don't know what that was all about. Oh, it's just a joy. All right, well, anyway, a lot has happened. A lot has happened since the last podcast. Sean, I think Sean got a haircut.
Nope.
Sean didn't get a haircut. Okay, that didn't happen. Wow. Okay, well, I was wrong.
I got engaged.
Sean got engaged.
That's not true.
That's not true either. Man, I don't know. This is an April Fool's podcast. I don't know.
Great.
I don't know how that was working. We had... God, what has happened since then? We've had Comic-Con. Let's see. We did Comic-Con. We released MEGA64 time. It's on sale now. Go order it if you haven't done that. Hope you did. MEGA64 time came out. We had a screening. We're recording this on our DVX camera right now. Sean just flipped the monitor around, and apparently it's filming his
I'm not wearing a shirt right now because I jumped into the pool. So right now you're just getting my chest.
So he's all wet, shirtless.
There's like a bead of water running down my chest right now.
Sean,
bathing in the sun.
Come on, pants on, buddy. Come on. What are you doing?
This is going to be our first video podcast because I think the ladies need to see this. They just need to see what's working.
Oh my God, Sean, please. I'm eating. Come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Dongcast. Dicks, guys. Dicks.
It's just a joy. So, anyway, so a lot happened since the last podcast. So yeah, we had Comic-Con, MEGA64 time came out. We had a screening.
Thanks to everyone who came out to our booth at Comic-Con.
Yeah, that was great.
And our screening. Everything. If you saw us during that week, thank you.
Every person that I saw at Comic-Con mentioned the podcast at some point in our conversation.
Yeah, which is weird. It still doesn't dawn on me
that people listen to this.
People listen to this, yeah.
Right? That's when we, scream really loud. It's just a joke. We don't think people are actually going to ruin their speakers. And as far as we know, no one else is listening to this. So, sorry.
Should we tell them about the gentleman? I believe his name is Adam, who was at Comic-Con, who told us that he drove to Comic-Con listening to the podcast, and it blew out his right speaker in his car.
We had no idea that it would do that.
No.
Just to let you know, that software we had never used before, the levels were off the whole time, so you know what? Don't hold us accountable. We're just as surprised as you, obviously.
I wish I knew the name of that we're not, like I said, we're outside. I don't know what the name of that program was, but I'll be sure to find out soon and tell you not to use it. So, unless you really want to get back at someone and don't like speakers. Yeah, so, gosh, what else happened? So, yeah, let's talk about, is there any highlights you guys have of Comic-Con? I know, it's going to be hard to limit how many things just you were overjoyed with at Comic-Con, but, let's just go, a couple things. Sean, is there any? You took some photos at Comic-Con. I think that a lot of people really enjoyed. Do you want to talk about your photo shoot at Comic-Con?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's a hit movie. It's on the way. Nicole Kidman's in this one. It's called The Golden Compass.
That was by far the best part of Comic-Con. Mm-hmm. Was at the Golden Compass booth. You walked into this room and there was a camera guy with a green screen behind you, and you stood there and they took a picture of you and I guess the bear that's in the movie surrounding you, looking intimidating. But the bear's good, guys. Don't be scared of the bear.
The poster for the Golden Compass is a girl, and this bear is like lunging over her. The bear is huge. It's like at least 5 times as big as her. Like, it's massive.
Yeah.
And if you take a green screen picture, they'll superimpose you where that girl is, and you'll be with the bear.
Yeah, and every time I was bored at the booth or I just had to get away for a little bit, I took a picture. So I have at least 10 of those just around my room right now.
Yeah, we all took pictures. I remember I went in and I wanted to look terrified, and the photographer wouldn't let me. He's like, "No, you can't look scared." I was like, "Really? I can't be scared? It's a giant bear. The bear is here to save you." Okay.
They got legitimately pissed off at anyone that tried to look scared of the giant polar bear wearing armor that was coming at you. But I was just gonna say, like, I was the best part of the booth for me personally was getting the pictures that people didn't pick up. Oh, okay, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Well, the exhibit hall closed. They had all the pictures that hadn't been handed out because people would just take their green screen photo and then just walk away without getting the picture before it was printed. So we got about 12 pictures of old Asian women, little kids, just people who had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek and I were walking back from, we were loading Derek's car so we can, leave Comic-Con his last day, and there was just like a pile of them, and seriously, both of our faces just lit up. It's really exciting. Probably put those on the website somewhere.
Yeah, I think I'll scan those. I'm gonna put up a Comic-Con gallery soon of all the pictures we took at our booth. There are some real gems, and I'll scan all those and put those up too. I was really bummed. I went through and the guy took the picture so fast I just couldn't even do anything. So it looks bad. But then a small Korean boy forgot his, so I took his and took it as my own. So you'll see that on the website very soon.
So that was the highlight of Comic-Con. Let me tell you that I'm really glad it was over.
I'm a Comic-Con aficionado, whatever the word is. I've gone every year since I was like 5 or 6. I enjoy it, even when the going gets rough, whatever, I enjoy it. But I don't know. I was really not a fan of the quality of people this year. I'll say that. It was kind of a drag to me. I don't know how did you guys feel? Thoughts on Comic-Con?
I don't know. You know what? It wasn't. The people were the same, and people hung up at our booth. A lot of them were cool, some were annoying. That's how it always is. But I thought that like the booths themselves, like the big, the Disney booth or whatever, those are all kind of lame. There was like nothing that impressive this year. It's kind of boring.
Kind of all style, no substance kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, just a big ship in the middle of nowhere, and you can wait an hour to go through it and look at the actual sword that Jack Sparrow used.
Yeah.
Was that what was in there?
I don't know. I didn't wait in line.
didn't even go in there.
But I know there was some kind of prop for the movie in there.
There was sand in there. I saw that. Maybe it was prop sand.
To me, the epitome of that is like the sci-fi booth. It's a big, shapy, wavy thing, and it has nothing to it. Like, oh, okay, let's walk in here and watch the Sci-Fi Channel. Okay, like
I'll just do that at home.
Yeah, there's nothing to offer, and when I say the quality of people, like I say, I didn't care for the quality of people. I just mean like of the crowds. The people at our booth were the same, but like. I don't know, but even still, there were a lot of people, this year, we've done the wheel every year, the prize wheel. We got a lot of complaints against us for the usual stuff we would do. A guy came up. I mean, I guess we should obviously tell this story.
Yeah.
Guy comes up.
Get some water.
Derek's getting some water. Yeah. You know what? Me too.
Yeah.
You want one?
Yeah. Everybody's.
I'm coming back with 2.
Hey guys, Watercast. Just a joke, a little joke. MEGA64.com. So here's just an example of what I mean by the quality of people. It just, to me, I think Comic-Con has gotten a little too mainstream for its own good. I think it'll balance out, but this year, to me, a lot of not the right people, if you know what I'm saying. Example would be, we did, one of the things on our wheel is tattoo, where if you land on it, you get a Sharpie tattoo for free from me, or Sean, or Derek, any one of the fine artists at MEGA64. And a guy walks up and gets tattoo, and so I'm like, I'm going to draw on your arm. Okay. The guy hands me his arm. I'm working on that thing for like 20 minutes. I mean, not literally 20 minutes, but I'm working on it.
I think he goes a little overboard, but there's no water.
There might be in that fridge over there. Sorry, we're trying to find water, everybody.
In the kitchen?
No, in the fridge built into the thing.
Okay.
We have an outdoor fridge that's called
Rocco's house is really nice.
It's called the Future.
Fridge in your house?
No, we keep it out here. It's called an emergency. Is there water in there? Yeah, hell yeah, there is.
Wow. So with the tattoo, I usually just do something stupid or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, Derek, I don't know what that is. It's like glue. We just got that fridge.
But this is... Okay.
There's like glue on one of the shelves of the fridge, so like we have water bottles and they all have glue on the bottom of them.
It's not. It's splooge.
It's not. No, it's just glue.
It looks like splooge.
It's glue.
Taste it, Sean.
It tastes just like splooge.
Smell it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
salty.
Semen. Oh.
Semen is
It's identical.
Semen's sweet.
Oh.
Bye.
Anyway, you were saying, Sean, you draw tattoos. Back to tattoos.
I do tattoos. Whatever, I'll give them like...
Wait. Before we go anywhere, a girl once told me that if you eat a lot of pineapple, it makes your semen sweet.
Yeah.
I've heard that as well.
It's on whipped.
Now you know. Now you guys know the secret.
Okay. Okay, I'm glad
Okay.
you interrupted the podcast.
All right.
That's vital information. Trivial, vital.
Because see, the thing is, guys, at Comic-Con, they have those...
life lesson.
What we've learned about conventions is they have those tables with the curtains in front of them, and that's when you can. That's where you can practice this.
Did I talk about that in the I did.
We did talk about that, right, on the
Yeah,
podcast?
the guy gets,
We had to.
Blamers. Yeah.
Blamers at Anime Expo.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to
Okay.
this guy's arm. So when Rocco draws on someone's arm, like, he'll spend like 10 minutes drawing on it, and like by the end, it's just scribbles up and down his entire arm, and it looks ridiculous. And
On this particular guy, I gave him a zebra, and then the zebra was firing lasers at planet Earth, and it blew up the Earth. So I drew an explosion around it.
Okay. Rocco always gives an explanation that's something like an animal blowing up the Earth. It always just turns into lines and zigzags all over the person's arm.
Yeah. So there you go. Just so you know what you're getting. But the point is, they go with it. Whatever. Never had a problem. This guy, I work on his arm for God knows how long. I'm just working on this thing, and he's going with it. Whatever. And then as soon as it's over, he freaks out. And what exactly did he say?
he first of all he's like, "Where's my prize?" And then you were like, "No, that's it. You got a tattoo." That was
Free tattoo from a good artist.
That's what we said. And then that guy just snapped.
He's like, "Oh, you mean I gotta fucking walk around with this on my arm? Do you know how long it's gonna take to scrub this shit off? Are you joking? Are you joking right now? I'm ready to stab you. I'm ready to stab you with that pen right now. I'm ready to stab you in the heart." He specifically mentioned my heart. I'm ready to stab you in the heart right now.
Me and Sean were just chilling out, and Rocco was drawing on this guy's arm for so long that I went and sat down. I got bored watching him draw on this guy's arm. And then after 5 minutes, they're still talking, and I realize that this guy's yelling at Rocco. And I go up and I stand next to him, and I come in right at the part where this guy's like, "Who wants to walk around with marker on their arm like a fucking idiot? I look like a retard. Is this fun?" So the guy tells him, he's like, "I let you draw on me for 20 minutes in good humor because I think I'm going to get a prize at the end. What am I going to get?
Oh yeah.
What am I going to get?" And Rocco's like, well, that's it. That's your prize.
Nobody's complained about that. Nobody's ever complained to us about that. What do you mean nobody? So you mean you got a bunch of fucking idiots walking around with marker on their arm and they're okay with it? Well, yeah. People consider me a good artist, and I don't know what to tell you.
And at this point, this guy's like, "I'm fucking furious." And this is where he says, "I want to stab you in the fucking heart with that pen." So Rocco's like, "Okay, you know what? All right, hold on." And he goes under the table, and he's rummaging around there. You know, we have a Wii box down there. We have posters. We have DVDs. Rocco comes back with a fun-sized packet of Spree.
There's like one Spree individually wrapped, and I was like, well, if you really want a prize, I mean, and I just set it on the table.
He drops it on the table, and the guy, all the color goes from that guy's face. He looks like he's about to snap, and he stares Rocco right in the eye and points at him, and he just mutters, "I hope I don't fucking find you," and then he storms off.
Rocco's like, "I'm right here. You already found me."
You found me. I mean, I'm at this booth. Booth 3851. I'm right here. No, but he did come back twice. The Spree was on the second time. Because if you remember, he left.
Yeah.
He came back twice.
Yeah.
Because he was so furious. And, see, I didn't really worry too much because I thought, if it was my time to go over a zebra on someone's arm, then that was probably just the way it was meant to be. But I also wasn't worried because in case you guys out there haven't seen something, it's called Lining Up TV. And it's a bunch of Star Wars geeks, whatever. Fanboys, and they waited outside of Star Wars for like 2 months or whatever, and filmed the whole thing, and they put it out on DVD. It's funny. You should check it out. LiningUpTV.com. You should definitely check it out. And anyway, one of the guys that's in that, like on their DVD, he like schools these 5 guys. Like 5 punks make fun of them. And those guys are, like, on the floor by the end of the thing. And that guy was in the booth next to us, and I knew he would look out for me. We had a brother. His name is Art. Very cool guy. And I knew, he would probably send the guy back in a wheelchair. So it didn't really... he was there, and I would do the same for him. if anyone hassled Art. But then again, I think Art would probably be okay. So, but anyway, no, it was weird. Mariel was there. Mariel Cartwright was there.
That bitch.
Yeah, that slut was there, and she was like really freaked out. Did you guys know that?
About that guy?
She was like scared of that guy.
What?
Of that guy.
You gonna jump over the table and hurt you? What a puss.
No, like she was. No, it freaked. No, there were other people that told me that like that freaked me out. Like he was a scary guy. I don't know.
He's just mad.
Yeah, he was just really mad. Whatever.
Over marker.
And then yeah. Later, Rocco got yelled at for drawing on some lady's badge that she wanted to keep.
Yeah, there's a woman that... And I don't get it. Like, we have a thing on our wheel called badge modification.
It says badge modification. He pulls out a Sharpie and takes your badge from you. Why don't you stop him?
So I tell her...
What do you think's going to happen?
I tell her, I said, I'm going to add something to your badge. Okay? She lets me take it out of the thing, and I put a smiley face.
And VIP
smiley face, and I'm like, there you go, just to show how much we appreciate you. And the woman was like, oh, I've collected these for 20 years. I just can't. You actually wrote on it. I can't believe it. You actually wrote on it. Yeah, that's what I said I was going to add somebody. Yeah, but I didn't think you'd actually do it. What? Okay, what do you want? Well, now it's ruined. If that. Tell you, and then I was nice. I was like, "Look, if they'll reprint you a badge, I think there's like a $5 thing. I'll give you $5. Like I'll pay whatever. If that's really upsetting you, I'll do that." Well, no, it's too late. No, it's been ruined. I don't think. I mean, really, I could make another one on the computer that would probably be close if it's really like. Well, now it's not the same, and it really bothered her. So I don't think she like reported us to Comic-Con or anything. I think there were people that filed complaints against us, and I think the tattoo guy, and then Derek got friendly with somebody's badge.
Derek decided to what's that?
Well, what we used to have on the wheel last year was Fetch, where we'd throw things and people had to go pick them up. We took that off the wheel this year, but Fetch is still a good prize. So a guy got awkward moment, and I took his badge and threw it into the crowd. But I guess, I don't know, he apparently didn't go after it, whatever.
Yeah.
The badge ended up going missing, and then, yeah.
Well, he didn't complain about us. He went to the front desk and he got another badge.
But apparently, I mean, he had to give a reason why. I guess he's a fan of ours, whatever.
Yeah,
and he felt really bad about it, according to his friend who came by.
Yeah.
His friend just came back. He's like, you remember you threw my friend's badge into the crowd? Yeah. Okay. Oh well, he never found it. Well, I just threw it right over there. Yeah. Well, they're not letting him back in right now. Oh. Okay. Yeah. So they're gonna have to. They say they can't give him a new badge. That's what he told me too. Comic-Con. I was like, really? Yeah. I was like, well. And then we told him. I was like, oh, I feel really bad if he needs to print a new badge, or if he just needs to even buy another 4-day pass. If there's anything we can do, just tell us.
We'll always make good with you. Yeah. If you're a good guy, we will take care of you. Like, we will never screw you over.
Yeah, we'll compensate it. Whatever. He's like, okay, cool. And he goes back, and then he comes back 5 minutes later. He's like, okay, yeah, they just printed up a new badge for free. It was no big deal. But he asked what booth it happened at. He didn't want to rat you guys out. He just said it happened at the MEGA64 booth, and then they said that they've had a lot of complaints about you already. And at this point, this is after the tattoo or whatever.
Yeah,
so we were sweating it. So, but everything worked out. They came down and talked to us and like, yeah, just don't throw people's badges away. And we're like, yeah, we're way ahead of you.
Yeah, it was just weird, trying to have some fun. But no, I just got an email from them today. I guess. I think they're cool with us. I think we'll be back, hopefully. We'll see. We really didn't know. But
everywhere we go,
trouble.
We just do things that are just so dumb, but this is fun, and it's funny. Yeah. It's just dumb.
I'm really eager to see... so at the end of this month, we have PAX. I'm really eager to see how that turns out, because this is the first convention they are, catering to us. That, any other convention, we got to weasel our way in, or whatever. But... PAX has really... They're really, really treating us. So I wonder if we'll get I don't want to piss them off.
No, exactly.
I'm hoping we don't. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. You guys, in case any of you are going to PAX, there is I don't know what booth number we are, but the map is on the Penny Arcade Expo website, so you can go check that out. We're right next to the people who. Right next to some booth that's going to have Street Fighter or something, and
yeah,
I know. I was really hoping we'd be by Warcraft. I forget what else. We're by a bunch of stuff. Yeah, well, you can't miss it. You'll see it on the map. Hopefully that will go a little smoother. Hopefully people will enjoy their tattoos this time.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our. Is there any more about Comic-Con we should talk about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can talk about the dump I took at Comic-Con.
Yeah, let's talk
Oh,
about
that is a good story, actually.
Oh, you have to. Without a doubt, go.
I feel bad because I've already told this story. Uh-oh, great. This dog is over here.
We're recording a podcast. Yeah. It's ruined. Okay.
Wow.
Podcast is ruined.
I lost my momentum.
Derek lost his momentum.
So you already told the story a lot.
Yeah, I already told this story a lot, so now this guy's probably going to have a reputation for rock and roll, but whatever.
It's awesome. If that was my reputation, I'd be happy about it.
It was the Saturday of Comic-Con. I was already late getting there, trying to find traffic, and on my way down there, I already had to take the worst crap ever. It was explosive. You know what I'm talking about. Rumbly tummy's rumbling. Rummy bubby. But I'm sorry. Anyways, and obviously I'm not looking forward to using the bathrooms at the convention center. So when I get there, I walk off and I'm trying to find a secluded bathroom, but the best I can find is, one on the exhibit hall, and there's people walking in and out of it. I go in there and all the stalls are filled up. They're all being used. So I start waiting and a line starts to form behind me. And a stall opens up and out walks Garrett's sister's boyfriend, Sean. And he looks at me and he just says, "Rock and roll," and walks out of the bathroom. Okay, I don't pay much mind to it because I'm about to brown myself. So I walk in there, barely able to stay conscious at this point, and the toilet is covered in piss. The walls and the floor are covered in piss. Like, the toilet hasn't been flushed. There's wet toilet paper everywhere. It's a madhouse. And obviously, I can't take a shit in there. And I'm just thinking, great. So I walk out and I tell the guy behind me, I can't use that stall. Go ahead. And it's this big guy. Like, he's tall. He's not fat. He's like a football player. He's pretty thick. He walks in there and he's in there doing his business. And I'm waiting for another stall to open up because I really have to go, but nothing else does. That stall ends up opening up again after a while. And that guy comes out covered head to toe in piss. Drops of water are all over his shirt, all over the crotch of his pants, his shoes. He's dripping wet, and his hands are by his side. He's walking out in shock, and he comes up to me. I don't even know this guy. I'm just his bathroom friend, as if he owes me an explanation. And he just goes, that toilet, when I flushed it, shot back. It sprayed all over me. And that was it. Rock and roll. It was like,
rock and roll.
Glad I dodged that bullet. Yeah, just couldn't get any warning, just like, hey, watch out for that toilet. No, just rock and roll. But I guess really that's all you need to know.
Rock and roll. I'm going to say that every time I take a dump now. Yeah, rock and roll.
Every time you destroy a toilet, walk out and say rock and roll.
No, that's every time I take a dump, dude. So.
The fact that guy was covered not only in his own pee, but other people's pee is like the worst thing.
Sean, not just other people's pee, other Comic-Con people's pee.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Like
Mountain Dew tainted.
Like, at that point, I don't care how much you paid for parking, how bad traffic is, you're going home.
Yeah.
Either that or you're buying a whole new wardrobe at Comic-Con.
And that was at like 10 in the morning, too, so his day was ruined.
He's going to be right by the end of the day,
There's no way that you have to leave at that point.
Well, you just let it dry.
Can you imagine how terrifying that must be? At the convention center, the toilets flush automatically. You don't push the lever. So you're just there zipping up, and then suddenly the toilet starts to make a noise, and then it starts spraying piss all over you.
So, your natural reaction is to, like, yell or scream, but that in turn, you open your mouth.
I can tell you, there was no yelling or scream. I wouldn't have known anything was wrong, except he came out soaking wet.
Underwater, nobody can hear you scream. Dude, seriously, that to me is like a story about the machines fighting back. You give it was an intelligent toilet that flushes itself, and what happens? You have 1,000 Comic-Con nerds take dumps into you. What are you going to do? You fight back.
I was saying, if there wasn't piss all over the place, Derek would have crapped in there, tried to flush, and it would have gotten shit all over him.
Would have shot like a bullet.
That would suck.
Yeah, it would have been pretty liquidy, too.
Oh, really? That would have been the same then. It just would have been smellier.
And browner.
God.
Oh, Lord.
I took one dump during Comic-Con. This is a great podcast. I took one dump during Comic-Con, and it was, I just want to let everyone know, is right before the premiere. And I want to send my apologies to anyone who used the bathroom of the theater. There's only one bathroom. It's upstairs. If anyone used that during the course of the screening, I apologize. That was me. I had my own premiere upstairs. And the movie was called Dear God. But that lasted me the week, so I just want to say thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody who helped pay for renting the theater.
That's really unhealthy.
Screening went well. Is there anything we want to say about the screening? Other than our dumps? Yeah, great
segue. I thought the screening went great.
Yeah, I like the screening. I don't want to give too much away, though, about the episodes that we showed.
No, we don't talk about that, but I mean, secret. I will tell you that we opened the screening the way we open every panel we do. Yeah. And for those of you who've seen it, whatever, you start dancing.
But I can tell you the next panel is going to have a different opening, so hey, get your hopes up.
It's true. Is that true? Are we not doing the same thing?
I don't know.
We picked a new song.
We talked about it.
New song? Mm-hmm. I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, you were. We talked about it at the panel Anime Expo.
Oh.
Wow.
I didn't think that was 100% confirmation. Apparently, Derek64. Derek A64. It's the new name of the show.
I said, hey, let's do this song. And then you're like, yeah, that'd be good.
That's called Let's Make Derek Happy, So Shut Up. So, 64. So, throw a 64 on the end of that new show.
I just gave you a riff. Wow. Thank you.
No, but anyway, screening went really well. Good turn. You know, it's a shame. I almost wish it was held at a different time because that whole week was such a blur to me.
That's true.
That I don't feel like I soaked in the theater as well as I could. I really can't tell you about the turnout. Apparently there was plane.
Oh.
That'd be what carrier is that? Would that be
Shut up.
Someone's having Sprite right now. Okay, get that out of my face. Get the mic out of my face. Get the mic out of my face. Okay, now the mic's in my face. So anyway, I can't really comment on the turnout. Apparently there was a good turnout. Dude, there was a long ass line. I did see that. That was pretty insane.
I didn't know what to do because I walked past that line to get into the theater.
Yeah.
And I didn't I felt uncomfortable. I wanted to say thanks for showing up, whatever, but I didn't. And now I think I should have.
See,
I walked past that line and the guy was waving a MEGA64 sign at me, and I told him that was gay.
See, I got there early and went in the back way because I get how to handle fame.
Diva.
I just kind of understand that. Well, I just requested I want my own entrance, and I want to get there an hour early, and they were like, "Okay, we'll let you." So
when people bring up MEGA64 to you and recognize you on the street, are you really appreciative, or do you act like MEGA64 is really shitty?
Shitty.
Yeah, me too.
No, I'm incredibly appreciative.
I'm appreciative, but on the other hand, our show is gay.
It blows my mind. I'm more proud of the show than anything I've ever done. Don't get me wrong, but I really am.
Wow.
No, I am, but
wow.
I'm really shocked. But I'm still shocked anyone watches it at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's my own personal thing, and I do it for fun, and me and my friends do it, and it's great, but it still very much surprises me.
I think that if we, didn't make videos before this, or we didn't meet in high school, or whatever, because we've made videos forever.
Yeah.
So now it's just same videos, kinda, but now just more people are seeing it, and so I just don't, it's just kind of weird that I just think that my family sees this still, we make it for them. And it's kind of weird that we actually have fans out there and stuff.
Yeah. To me, I feel like the same audience that saw our VHS edited high school videos are seeing these, but it apparently is not the case.
So there you go. But yeah,
we should put those out.
We put some of them have seen the light of day. There's really not that
great.
Not many. But, yeah.
You should put out the making of the Miracle Worker.
Whoa. That's on YouTube, Derek. That's already released to the public. Everybody go on YouTube, search bar, go ahead, making of the Miracle Worker, username Ian Lucky.
Yeah. It's divided up into 3 parts because it's 45 minutes long, so dedicate some time to it.
Yeah, dedicate some time to it. Ian Lucky, not only former composer, but filmmaker, and he has some clips. Just see it. It's in there. It's there. It's uncut. There's no edits. Put it together on digital.
It's the feature length for free offered on the internet.
Yeah. So check that out. Download. stream it. Put it in a streamline.
Download it to the printer.
Doesn't make sense. Anything else about the screening?
I thought the turnout was really good.
Yeah.
Those two guys who took that bus ride.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What?
Go ahead.
I'm thinking about something else, completely unrelated.
Okay, well, I remember what I was going to say, so go ahead.
Yeah, he'll remember.
I'm really smart.
I told my manager at work about how your mom calls Rush Hour Fast Kick. That's all.
Did you guys see the trailer for Fast Kick 3?
Fast Kick 3.
Fast Kick 3, welcome to Paris.
She's like, why are they making a third one of these? And I was like, I don't know, but I know a lady who calls those movies Fast Kick, and I have no idea why.
That was awesome.
Anyways,
so those guys who took the bus ride, that total of 100-hour bus ride to go see the premiere.
Dear God.
You know, the thing is, like, we obviously gave them 2 free DVDs of MEGA64 time, whatever.
We did? That's coming out of your check. All right. Yeah.
So they were really shocked and surprised, but it's like, dude, you spent 100 hours on a bus.
I know.
And I'm just giving you 2 DVDs.
We're giving you a crappy DVD of like some skits me and some friends made. Like, really, you're shocked?
And then when we were asking the Q&A part of the screening, and they asked a question, and we asked them, be honest, was it worth it? And they said, kind of. And everyone was getting them shit. I think they're still getting shit online and stuff that I've read.
He's emailed me talking about how much he regretted saying that.
But there's an email here from him.
Okay, well, let me tell you right now. Dude, you spent 100 hours on a bus, and you saw the episodes. Kind of is more than okay by me.
Yeah. To be honest, I only kind of like those episodes, too.
It was like, kind of, for what you had to go through to see that, that's flattering. Like, that's a compliment. So don't take it back.
But I think he was doing like a joke answer and whatever, and that's.
I thought he was just being honest.
No.
Oh, well, that wasn't very funny then.
Whatever.
No, it was. I was really flattered that he.
I still can't believe that. Like.
Yeah.
So this podcast is dedicated to you.
I just heard back from the theater. They apparently that was like one of their favorite screenings to hold. Apparently.
Oh really?
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Why?
I don't know.
Should we just do all our premieres there?
Yeah. So there is a question coming up in the emails. Will we do more premieres? I think that's pretty much gonna happen. I think that's safe to say. Maybe after the next couple or whatever that we do. So yeah, it went really well. We made our money back. I can't complain.
It was cool that it's like our family still hadn't seen these episodes yet, so they gotta watch it. It's like we always had the premiere with them, and now it was also cool because my mom was there, and like obviously she's never gone to a panel or anything like that, so she doesn't see what I really do. She sees the episodes and thinks it's kind of neat, whatever. Yeah. So like she told me it was really interesting to see like fans there, like that was really cool for her and stuff. So it was cool.
Yeah, it was cool. So I'd love to do that. You guys want to do that again?
Yeah.
I would love to. I think that turned out great.
Do it in December.
And in August. Tomorrow night. So anyway, so that was good. MEGA64 time is out. A lot of people, honestly, the majority of people are just now getting theirs. Like, don't be... A few people got theirs, whatever, but, like, we got so many more than anticipated that we ran out of, like... labels to ship them, and like just a lot of little things. We just got way more swamped than we thought, so it did take a while. I really apologize.
By the way, keep ordering them.
Yeah, keep ordering them. But we really apologize. You will get yours. Everything's handled. There's not going to be any weird mailing errors or anything like that. But it just took a while because we got swamped. It's not being shipped by Awful Mart or anything. It's being shipped down here, and it was just too much. But you will get it. And we did sign some at random. Some people will really, I think, enjoy what they're getting.
Yeah.
Girlgettingkilled.avi.
Oh god, that was the best one. Derek wrote on some guy's package, girlgettingkilled.wmv. And that was on the actual outside package. And my theory is there's no way that it's actually getting there. Someone has to open that up. Awesome. One more thing about the premiere real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So after the premiere, I'm just hanging out with my close friends, Jenny and Jonathan, whatever. And then a fan comes up and asks to take a picture. I'm like, okay. And they step out of the way, and they're like, no. I want Sue, the possum, and Benny to be in the whatever. Yeah. That was the weirdest part, I think. They're just me hanging out with my friends, and everyone's like, no, it's Sue, it's Benny, it's the possum guy.
Yeah.
That was cool. So last thing about the premiere. There it is.
Yeah. No, it was really cool. Oh, no, not the last thing about the premiere. Chaz?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. the premiere is over, and everyone's meeting in the lobby. We're signing stuff, taking pictures, all that stuff, whatever. Chaz goes and hugs Adam, like, goodbye. Because we talked about this before, Adam went to Florida. And but this is before he left, and Chaz went to go hug him, goodbye, whatever. And Chaz hugs him, and his shoulder kind of grinds into Chaz's teeth, and it breaks off one of his front teeth.
Awesome.
There is footage. It will hopefully see the light of day. We did film the whole premiere. We filmed at the premiere. We filmed at Comic-Con. This is all footage that'll see the light of day at some point. But Chaz's front tooth broke in half.
Awesome.
Highlight of the night for me.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Speaking of Adam,
yeah.
I remember I went on a little rant about Adam last time, and told him why we weren't friends and all that, and said he wasn't gonna listen to it until he left for Florida. And so I get a call from Adam like a week before he leaves, and he's like, "Do you want to hang out?" I'm like, "Of course, whatever to leave him." So he shows up to my house, and he has every Harry Potter movie poster, and just gives them to me. He's like, "You can have these." Whoa. Wow. It was really funny. Anyways, the point is he listened to it. He was okay. We're okay. Adam.
You're cool.
We're cool. We're cool, Adam.
Good to know.
That's all you need to know. That's my Adam update.
That's Adam closure.
Yeah. Is there anything else we're going to talk about?
Well, the DVD came out. People are getting them, but like I said, the majority of them don't have them, so we really haven't gotten mass reviews. Really, the only it's been positive. The only negative I've heard was that I had already seen some of the stuff. Okay, well, we gave you a list of what was on there.
Is it worth it buying? I love those questions.
Yeah.
On the forums. Is it really worth getting this DVD? Is it good? What's on it? Well, on our website, there's a comprehensive list.
There's a list to every single thing that is on the DVD. Now, there's some stuff you haven't seen, obviously, and you don't know what it is, whatever. But we told you it was on there. But I've still gotten a couple emails that were like, I don't know, man, I've seen it all. Okay.
But the thing is, if you go to YouTube and look up our videos, a lot of these videos are up before YouTube.
Yeah.
So those videos aren't up or anything like that. So it's I don't know.
Yeah, if you really want to go find all the Splinter Cell videos scattered across the internet, then go for it. But this is a DVD high-quality compilation of all that stuff, and then with commentary, with extra stuff. So, worth $20. Yeah. Hell yeah.
So there we go. Thank you for buying. Thank you for going to the premiere. Thank you for going to Comic-Con.
And if you guys are into shirts, let me just say right now, our shirts are looking sorry right now. For some reason, we never sell shirts at Comic-Con, and we sold a ton this year. MEGA64 is looking like it's gone for good, and logo shirts aren't looking too good. But if you're going to PAX, we just might have, hopefully they'll be there in time, but we just might have an old favorite shirt finally come back, and you can buy it there.
I'm not going to say what it is, but we've been getting requests like crazy. And let me say, I think the pieces are falling together to get this shirt going.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but here's a clue. It rhymes with mess.
I'd say you're right on the money. I think you got all 5 lines lined up on that one. Get it?
It's 4 lines.
I think it's from.
It's 4 lines.
I
four
think
lines.
If
it's
you,
4 lines.
If you play video games and you're from fucking Norway, and this game was made and it's popular, and you're Russian, if you're communist, you might know what it is. If you colors, if you had a Game Boy, you might know what it is. I'm not saying.
Yeah. I'm having a little. I'm not trying to block it from memory or anything. I'm just a little joke. A little humor joke. MEGA64.com. So look for that. We might have some surprises for you at PAX.
These shirts, Rocco was telling me, they're a little different than the other shirt we saw before. They're actually better. It's higher quality, I'm told.
The company that printed these shirts the first time, it was a big hit. They sold well. Even back when we didn't really sell many shirts, these sold fast. And should we really keep it a secret? Are we doing that? Okay, it's a Tetris shirt. Okay, the Tetris shirts are coming back. And anyway, the original place that made them charged me $12 a shirt to make them. We don't even charge that much more than that, and they're charging me $12 to make them. And they didn't even go by the color. The guy Kiko from GameSkins Penny Arcade set it up to where he listed all the colors and all that stuff, and they just picked like their own. They picked like their own blue and whatever. Anyway, the old Tetris shirts, it was just one shade of blue, whatever. These new ones are like colorful. They're like more shaded. It looks just like the one on the internet as opposed to just some blue thing. So it should look better. These are the new. These are the Tetris shirts special edition. What? What?
Your brother was just standing in the window staring at us, and I looked over, and he looked really creepy. I don't know how long he was standing there for. And then he didn't say anything to me. He just backed away.
Okay. Wow. Well, there's my bro. It was his birthday yesterday. Just want to give a shout out. Happy birthday. He's
how old is he now?
19 years young. You know. Somebody sent him in a joke to the email. Somebody emailed in a joke for his birthday. I don't know if you want me to say it. It isn't coming from his mouth. But no, we're good. We're good. It was. I feel weird saying this because it should be him.
Then don't say it.
Yeah, don't say it.
Well, wait. If he comes out here, I'll say it.
Okay.
Are you ready to get to the email?
Yeah, let's get to the emails.
Let's get to the emails. We got some good ones here. You're gonna like them.
We have a lot. All right, I'll get
email
started.
theme song.
Email theme song. All right.
All right, wait, hold on. A little bit of icky thump for you from the White Stripes.
We should talk about that real quick. At Comic-Con, I can't believe I didn't say this before. One of my favorite moments ever. We didn't even talk about Michael Cera.
Oh my God!
How did we not talk about that? But we'll get to that. We'll mention that. But real quick, I just want to say my favorite moment of Comic-Con. Gene Simmons came by our booth. Like he went down the aisle, whatever, and he was looking at the booths down our aisle. And Derek, everyone was like, "Oh, Gene, here's a shirt. Oh, Gene, here's a DVD." Derek got the karaoke machine and goes, "All right, everybody, icky thumb, White Stripes," and did that. He was going. He was playing with the feedback of the machine. And Gene Simmons is getting his ears blasted out as he walks by, and everyone's trying to talk to Gene Simmons as they're going the whole time, and it was cracking me up.
Awesome.
Do we want to say that about Michael Cera?
Michael Cera, that was cool.
George Michael from Arrested Development came by our booth. He spun our wheel, and we took a picture with him.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because he spun the wheel, and just before he came over, one of the little stickers that we have on the wheel fell off, so it's a blank spot. So he spun it, and it happened to land on the blank spot, so he's getting a free DVD, obviously. But it would have landed on Please Leave, which is funny because I didn't want him to leave. I want to take a picture with him still. So, but that was my favorite moment of Comic-Con was Michael Cera. I really am a fan of Arrested Development, so that was just cool to meet him. Then he came by our booth, like that's cool to me. Like, I didn't have to go see him; he came to me. Yeah.
Wow, diva. Wow.
Well, he obviously didn't know who we were, but whatever.
I already did the email.
Diva. All right, next email. Let's do the emails. We got emails.
We got a whole ton here.
We got a stack with it printed analog style.
Okay. Hey everyone, you can call me Max A. Hey, I've got some Guitar Hero questions for whoever is there tonight. Well, it's during the day, idiot. Firstly, who is the best at Guitar Hero 1 or 2?
Who's the best at it?
Yeah.
Derek.
I guess.
No, I don't really play that. Derek.
Alright. How do you feel about the soundtrack so far for Guitar Hero 3?
I'm liking what I'm hearing. I don't know what you... They just added a Queens of the Stone Age song that when I heard the song, I was like, oh my god, Guitar Hero. And that's in there. And a whole lot of... I don't know. I think... I'm looking forward to that more than Rock Band. Sorry.
Isn't My Name is Jonas on... Which one is that?
Yeah. My Name is Jonas is on Guitar Hero. Wait.
Okay, that's my favorite Weezer song, whatever game has that, I'm buying.
One game got Say It Ain't So, and one got...
Oh, they're both good, though. Those are both really good.
I think Guitar Hero 3 got Jonas.
Okay, well, whatever. They're both really awesome, so... Okay, go ahead.
Is there anything else you hope will be included? I don't mean a whole playlist, just some songs off the top of your head. Yeah, I Kill Everything I Fuck by G.G. Allen would probably be really great.
Hold On, George Jones, Tammy Wynette.
Yeah. You know what song I want is Unholy War Cry by Rhapsody.
Ooh, that would be perfect.
That song would be insane on Guitar Hero. It'd be awesome.
Little Rhapsody for you.
Little Rhapsody.
Icky Thump for the White Stripe.
Icky Thump. Yeah, no White Stripes there.
Even Seven Nation Army. That'd be awesome.
Great, yeah. No such luck.
Do any of you own Guitar Hero 2 Encore? Rocks the 80s. If so, do you like it? No. I don't
Sorry, $50 too much. My brother, someone I know,
Okay.
obtained a free copy, and I've been playing that. So,
Well, there you go.
there you go.
Now
Sorry,
on to some...
you guys made it too. I don't know if you guys are listening. Harmonix, I know, I love you guys. $50 too much. Sorry, I know you can get it, but don't. All right.
All right, MEGA64 questions. This guy keeps asking us about money. That's
Yeah,
rude.
what did he ask?
He has like 3 questions about who gets paid the most. Wow.
Rocco does, because he steals money from everyone else.
No, he has a question if Rocco gets paid more because he's a producer.
Well, yeah, I mean that just makes sense. So I just Derek and Sean see a very
Here's I'm not gonna say anything because it's kind of personal, but I will tell you this: there's a reason why Derek and I have jobs and Rocco doesn't. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Also, let me ask: does anybody out there know what a producer does? Because I could tell you the answer is nothing.
Fucking jacks it all day.
No, it's completely correct.
No,
I don't even have a rebuttal.
I
That's
remember when
exactly
I was
what I
little,
did.
I was watching Ren and Stimpy on Nickelodeon, and it was that episode where they started making their own cartoon.
Yeah.
Stimpy was making a cartoon,
Yeah.
and Ren wanted to be involved, and Stimpy's like, well, you can be a producer. And Ren goes, what's a producer do? And Stimpy's reply is, a producer doesn't do anything but takes all the credit and all the money. And when I was little, I was like, man, that's not very funny. But now that I'm older, I think about it, I was like, yeah, that joke is funny.
Have you seen that cartoon lately?
Nope.
That was like a really miserable cartoon. Like I watch it now, and it was so clearly like the animators venting. You know what I mean? And it's like I wouldn't have made like I understand. Hey, let's put this in, and the kids won't get it, but whatever. And that joke is fine, but like it's like a really miserable. Like I watched it, and I was like, what? I understand you guys were probably upset or whatever, but it was like not funny. I don't know.
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy from Nickelodeon?
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know.
I thought you liked that show.
I did, but that particular cartoon was like miserable. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, that episode?
That episode.
Oh.
No, I don't mean the cartoon. Just that episode.
Oh, yeah, that episode was obviously them.
They were just venting against their producers.
Okay, in MEGA64, it credits Rocco and Derek for creating the show. Was Sean in the original plans, or was he added later as full-time when MEGA64 started to become a reality?
I had the concept for the show, and I talked to Derek. Would you want to work on something like that? Yeah. Derek was talking about and then Derek interjected pretty much all the story stuff, and then we were like, we should. I wonder if we should, for whatever reason, God knows why. No, but we talked about. No, we were like, should we get started on this, or we wanted to talk to Sean? I don't know. Like we just thought
It should say created by all 3 of us, but it doesn't, because we like to hurt Sean's self.
But I mean, I think what it really honestly came down to was they need another person, and my dad was willing to let us film in the garage, and that, I mean, I wasn't going to be in the episodes originally. I was just going to help film and, use my garage and whatever. But then
you were going to be in it. It was just
I was going to be the email guy. Yeah. It was going to be like, I was going to be every now and then, which is fine. I was more than happy to help, and that's really cool. And then as time went on, I just kind of became more incorporated into the show. I started crowbarring my way in.
No, as time went on, we realized he was probably more interesting than us.
And then, so... But we all came up with, we were all there when we decided that the characters' names should be our names just spelled differently. Like, we are all a part of that,
Yeah, really, when it says created by Rocco and Derek, it's like the original core idea was founded by us, but all 3 of us are what made it what it is, so that's all.
Alright, hey guys, my name is Ian. I'm from Virginia. Gay. I got into your stuff way back before version 1 came out, though through a magazine article. I think it was EGM. I can still remember checking your site every day for when version 1 would be on sale, and also created the episode guides on Wikipedia for MEGA64. Wow, those are really extensive, so thank you.
They are very extensive. I won't even read that. It's too much reading.
You got a lot of time on your hands. Anyway, I just had a quick question. Are the Dead Rising and Final Fantasy 12 skits going to be on version 3? If so, in which episodes? Thanks a lot. Yeah, they will be there, and you'll just have to wait to find out.
But I'll give you a hint. That's okay, guys. There's 2 episodes done. So... that makes sense.
What?
This one's a doozy.
Is it?
Yeah, you want to read this one?
Wow, it's a lot of
I'll read this one.
It's all bold and
and
a lot of
I have
caps.
two.
bold and a lot of
Remember
caps.
Did you set this aside for a reason?
That's spam.
Well, I still want to read it.
That's spam.
Okay, so this is from Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Hello, my name is Aurora, and I live near Barcelona, Spain. My English is the worst, but I maked a few videos to YouTube and used a seconds of your fantastic video, Super Mario Bros. I really enjoyed with that. You can search YouTube I'm Wii Girl and meet all my tributes to Wii and console wars. I used your creation in PS3 versus Wii Extension and PS3 versus Wii pre-E3 2007. I hope you enjoy with these odd videos. Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, that's copyright infringement. You'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Spanish lawyers. All right, next email.
Hey, Rocco and the dudes.
Oh, don't even read this.
Wow, we've been
don't even read this email. I don't care what they have to ask.
What does it say? Let me see it.
No, it doesn't matter.
Let me see it.
Fuck that.
He asks about MEGA64 time.
Okay, just fucking read it. But you're an asshole.
What was the one about the money? Somebody asked us about money. Did we skip that?
Yeah, we answered it. I said you get more money than anyone.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
Do you want to tell them the real answer?
No.
Do you want to tell us the real answer?
Heard it. You heard it. They heard it.
Okay.
I absolutely loved MEGA64 time. What possessed you to use Fun and Funeral by Ludax as the intro music? And do you know the band personally? Yeah. Actually, we do know the band personally. That's what possessed us to use that song.
If you know John Wanzer, he played John in MEGA64 version 2. He played John, and he is touring with them right now, right?
Yeah, he plays bass in that band. He wasn't their original bassist, but he's their new one. And he was my roommate, and he hooked me up with a CD. I was like, hey, this is pretty good. Can I put this in a DVD? And they were like, sure.
Right, let me tell you that at Comic-Con we have a video that plays constantly. It's like 15 minutes long, and by the end of on Sunday I get so tired of everything that I have to hear over and over and over again, and I never got tired of that song.
Yeah,
so that's a testament to how awesome that song is.
There you go.
They're on their nationwide tour right now, so keep an eye out for Ludax touring with Hour of the Wolf and Talk Trash.
Ticketmaster.com.
Hair on this microphone. Yeah.
There is hair on that microphone. What happened?
I don't fucking know. Gross. Hold on, let me pick all this hair off real quick.
We're picking hair, guys. Picking hair theme song.
All right.
Also, sorry to bring up something old, but could you talk a little bit about how Gorgeous George was going to make an appearance in version 2? You addressed it on the old message board, but it was a little vague, and I'd love to hear the full story.
I was actually going to surprise Derek and Sean with this, in the last episode, but yeah, there were references to Gorgeous George in almost every episode of version 2, for crying out loud, and I thought it would be cool if it culminated in the end with an actual cameo, but it was just going to be he lives in Richmond or something, so it was just going to be over the phone, Dr. Pock gets a call from his landlord or something, and it was going to be him, and he couldn't pay the rent, and then he would say, well, why don't you go rub dongs with your daddy or something like that. I don't know. Point is, it was just going to be something over the phone, but it would, it'd be there for the fans. So, but it never happened because Gorgeous George emailed me to tell me that he wasn't sure because he'd been snookered many times in the past. So that's the end of that.
All right. Hey, MEGA64 crew. I've been a fan ever since Shenmue was leaking around the internet. You guys have affected my humor so much. I have a couple questions. Is Derek's tadpole still alive? No, that died after 2 days. How much cheese did you get at Comic-Con?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Everybody...
I took a picture of it, actually.
Yeah, we'll put
it on the site. I got a lot of fucking cheese. A lot. One guy... Oh, God. This is bullshit. One guy came up to the thing, gave me a glass of milk.
Oh, this grossed me.
He took a big slice of Swiss cheese, took out cottage cheese, dumped the whole thing of cottage cheese on that, put another piece of Swiss cheese on top of that, give me a plate, there you go. And
I didn't see that.
You're listening to that story and you're thinking, okay, what's so bad? But this guy had all this food in his pockets and his backpack for days in the convention hall. When he pulled it out, the cheese was sweaty and half melted. It was disgusting. It was
really gross. And
I'm gonna throw up just thinking about it.
It was fucking rough. And then he's like, all right, well, I got presents for everyone else too. I'm like, wait, that was my present? And so
Sean got a cheese sandwich. He gave me a copy of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh yeah,
it's great. Yeah.
Oh, and then he gave me a Mystery Science Theater DVD box set, but the DVDs weren't in it. I opened it up and it was like Deer Hunter for PC.
Awesome. But then he came back and gave me the book Space Jam. Have you guys ever read that fine novel? Yeah, the hit movie. It's like a picture book of Space Jam. So I think all in all I win. But
yeah, hell yeah, you do.
All right. Hey Rocco, you've probably already gotten emails about this, but did the Sexy64 MySpace get deleted?
Yes.
You did?
It's down. It's gone. MySpace sent me a notification saying they didn't think I was the appropriate age. Apparently, I lied about my age on MySpace. I have no recollection of that.
What?
But the MySpace is gone. So thank you, everybody, for participating. It's gone.
Really?
Yes.
They thought you were too young to be on
No, they said I lied about my age, and they took it down. That's all I know. So apparently I lied about my age. I apologize to anyone who got caught in my lie. But the MySpace is gone. Thank you for participating. The end.
Okay. Oh, that's what's missing. Okay.
What?
Because on my, like, top 8 or whatever, I was like, there's a hole. I'm like, when I got deleted? And that's what it is. Okay.
The shirt, they took that down the same time that the shirt sold out, so I think it's over. So there you go. No, I don't know. Will Sexy64 return? Will it make a triumphant comeback?
I've never heard of a website just being so gay like that.
Well, that's why it's all about Facebook.
As soon as MySpace got bought by Fox, they get gay.
That's not true. MySpace is...
I think Fox, for my money, Fox just really amped up, just really made it a better site. Fox Interactive.
This hit the nail right on the head.
I agree with myself.
This is... There's 150% correct in how they manage MySpace.
Yeah, I can't talk. I love MySpace, but come on. Why'd they delete it? Alright. Hey, MEGA64. I was at Comic-Con, and you guys gave me your exclusive MEGA64 poster. I love it.
Thanks.
Derek, your cover of the new White Stripe single was amazing. Sean, I hope you liked my joke about women. How'd you guys feel about Comic-Con this year? We already talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that. But thank you.
Thank you for your email.
Hey guys, just to let you know, I was the one who sent the first Brock email. Okay.
Oh! What the fuck? I don't know.
The guy who said I broke my something, like he broke something.
Oh.
To read it. A dirty trick, I know. But hopefully this real question will make up for it.
No, you don't get that chance now. Next question.
Next.
To put this bluntly, are you all obsessed with Derek?
What?
It seems like you all think he's unquestionably funny. It makes me a little angry when I hear Derek say things like gay butt and then hear everyone laugh. And then someone else says something that has my side splitting and no one comments. I used to like Derek until he shouted as loud as he could at the last podcast. My ears are still ringing. Anyways, I still love the show. Good luck with version 3. P.S. Have any of you seen Sunshine yet? You talked about it on the previous podcast and I liked it, so I was curious about what you thought. Yeah, I saw Sunshine, but you're a faggot, so fuck you.
Actually, I wrote that email. That was me. All right.
I did see Sunshine when I went to San Francisco last week. I saw it. Yeah. I saw like 19 different movies. I liked Bratz a little better. I actually did see Bratz. You know what? Sunshine, really interesting movie. Not the best ever, but interesting until 3/4 of the way in. 3/4 of the way in. And this is why I want you to see it, Derek, specifically.
I saw it.
Oh, you did see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
I just said I saw it.
I thought you were just kidding with the guy.
No.
Oh, I really want to know what you thought of it. Okay, what did you make of it?
I thought it was... I really would have thought that movie was great. I don't know.
It shifts gears.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to take that.
Because it wasn't cheesy, but it's just like, I think back about it, and like, when I first saw it, I was like, that movie was pretty good. But the more I think back about it, I was like, I don't know if I really liked it that much.
Yeah, no, it never went, oh my god, bad quality movie now. But like, it totally shifts gears, and it was, I just walked out going, why? I don't think you needed to do that. Like, it wasn't bad, but it was just weird, you know?
Yeah.
It is like, it'd be like all of a sudden your dad was like, I used to be a breakdancer, right? And he does an amazing breakdance, but it's like, but now I think of my dad different, and I don't know really what to make of this, but it's a good breakdance, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Sunshine.
Hey guys, my friends and I were at the premiere of version 3 Thursday night. I have a couple questions. See if I can keep it spoiler-free. Who is responsible for the opening of version 3?
Oh.
Can we talk about that? Should we talk about that? What they're going to expect, or should we keep that?
Yeah, we can talk about
We can say that with the very opening, we did that, right?
Oh, the new opening.
Yeah, we did that. That was us.
We saw a music video that was in a really interesting... It was actually very cheaply made, but it had a really cool style to it, and we were like, let's make an opening like that. And we tried it, and in our first try, we made the new opening of version 3, and I think it turned out great. I really like it. I don't know how you...
The music video is a dashboard. No, what am I talking about?
Dashboard,
Death Cab for Cutie.
Cat for Cutie
All
video.
notes.
What's that song?
Is it Crooked Teeth?
Yeah, it is Crooked Teeth. It's on their DVD called Destinations.
Directions.
If you guys see the music...
Man, I'm way off.
If you guys
And
see
I own it.
Yeah. If you guys see the music video for Crooked Teeth, you might see what you can kind of expect.
Yeah. Not as good as that video, but
It's good.
but it's our show, so what do you expect?
Yeah, for our first try, I think it's great. I think it turned out really good.
Oh, and then this actually is a spoiler. It gives away plot of
Does it?
the episode. So
Never mind.
your last podcast was really quiet until there was screaming, which scared the fucking shit out of me. I've balanced the audio levels and removed the screaming if you're interested in a cleaned up version. Well, why would we want a version where you messed with our art?
It's called Director's Vision, and you need to respect that. Next email.
Dear MEGA64 crew, I just got home from Comic-Con tonight, and I just really want to say thanks to all of you for making the bus trip worth it.
It's our friend.
The premiere was a blast. I would most certainly to come to another one if you choose to have one. Not only was seeing your new work a lot of fun, but meeting all of you was a bit surreal. No offense, but you guys aren't exactly likely to appear on the cover of Entertainment Weekly anytime soon, but still meeting you, Jenny, John, your parents, felt like meeting stars. You guys are a lot of fun. I wanted to express my thanks for making my first trip to Comic-Con a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed the convention and aren't too wiped out. Thanks again for everything. Have a great day, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
What an asshole. I'm sorry.
Ding.
I think maybe Jake was the guy who took the picture of all of us. I think that's what it was. Jake, put that online.
Buddy, I don't know.
Put that online. If you're out there, put that picture online. We want to put it on the website.
Go ahead, Derek.
Hello, everyone at MEGA64. I just have a few questions for you. Does Garrett's band have any albums or anything out?
Dude, I have seen people requesting
Yeah, like nonstop.
non-stop.
You know what? They made CDs. I have one,
I have one.
I have one.
but they don't sell them. But they should because it's really good.
Yeah, it's really good, and I think now they have a following, and that they should do it. Yeah. Really, every time I make a mix CD, I always put at least one of those songs on there.
Yeah, they go on.
And every time it's on, I always turn it up because I fucking love it.
Yep.
All right. Hey, guys. I'm glad I was able to be the first one to buy MEGA64 time, and I hope Sean enjoyed the cheese that I gave him and half the pizza I gave him the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Just had a quick question about one of the Easter eggs. What was the whole thing about Sean fighting Rocco while doing his laundry and listening to Awesome Forces?
Oh, that was that was pretty much, as you can tell, probably all improv. It was the same class that we did the Todd 1 thing forever ago, if you guys remember that.
It wasn't the same class, though. It was a different...
Well, it was the same... Okay, go ahead.
We didn't know it was going to be the same Our friend asked us at a completely different school to do this project for her, but it sounded the same. It was like make a song come to life on stage. And we did it, and it ended up being the same teacher that we did Todd 1 for. We had no idea till we got there. It was weird.
That was for our friend Jenny, and she called me up 2 days before. And she's like, I need you to do this. And so I was just going to be by myself. And the last minute, Rocco said he could help me out with it. And I think that really saved it, because it's kind of dumb before that. Actually, the whole thing's kind of dumb, but...
All right. Sup, MEGA64. Sorry, there's a lot of crap here. I'll just read the whole email. By the time you read this email, you probably already met me at Comic-Con. So what happened with the last podcast you guys had? And what program were you using to record the podcast? Because it really sucked. Honestly, I pray to God that you guys figure out a solution, because I want your podcast to be normal again. And that screaming thing you guys did scared the shit out of me. I mean, damn. And 2 more questions.
There was no questions there. Oh, yeah, there was. Never mind.
Is Kevin Pereira a nice guy?
Yeah. You know what? To be honest, If he hears this, whatever. I didn't.
No, or is he kind of an ass? There.
He always. When I watched him on TV, I always thought he was an ass in the beginning. I met him. I'll be honest with you, Kevin. And I met him at the VGA party, and we had a big fake argument because I think he knows that apparently I've said that somewhere. I don't know, but he was like, "Hey, what's up? We gonna be friends? Or we gonna be enemies? What's going on?" And we had like a fake argument, whatever. But it ended up being a fun conversation. He was a nice guy, so I don't know. I don't know if I care for his show, but he seems like a cool guy. I don't know.
There we go.
And have you ever met the angry video game nerd? If so, is he a cool dude?
Never met him. I don't think he's funny. So
not only have I never met him, I've never even heard of him.
Me either.
He does videos on YouTube where he gets really mad at old Nintendo games. Yeah.
Oh, really? Sorry.
That sounds really funny. Yeah. That sounds really funny.
Look up the kid from Brooklyn. He gets mad at Starbucks, and that is funny.
Kid from Brooklyn.
Yeah, kid from Brooklyn. You want to see someone get mad and be funny? Kid from Brooklyn. He'll teach you. You want to search Kid from Brooklyn, Starbucks. All I gotta say.
All we gotta say. All right, I was listening to your Christmas special, and Rocco mentioned that he tried dipping cheese in a chocolate fountain. This reminds me of when I ate a large spoonful of chocolate frosting and sauerkraut on a dare. I was just wondering if you've eaten anything interesting on a dare.
Dude, don't even get started on this fucking topic. In high school alone, Rocco's eating so much weird shit.
Yeah.
There was a gummy bear that we put on a wall, and we licked it and stuck it on the wall.
It was a Now and Later, and
it was a gummy bear. What was the white gummy bear?
Oh, it was definitely a Now and Later. I remember.
It was a Now and Later in the hallway of the theater.
He ate it later.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was a Now and Later, and nobody knew what flavor it was because it had lost all its color, and it was on the door for like a year. It was there for so long, and everyone asked me what flavor it was.
But you know what? Rocco eats a lot of crazy stuff, but this is kind of random. Nicole.
Oh yeah.
Nicole, who was in the first episode of version 3, and she was the girl in the program.
Aiko, she was Yorda, the girl.
Yeah, the girl that everybody wants to hook up with, whatever. She will eat anything for $1. Literally anything for $1.
We asked her in high school about eating shit, and she said it'd be like $98. That's all we had to pull together is $98 for her to eat poop.
The only specification was that it had to be a girl's.
It had to be a girl's poop.
She said that? Really?
Yeah, not a guy's poop.
But see, I would never be able to have a girl commit to that. You know what I mean? Like I would have to get.
Well, she would probably eat her own shit. Actually,
okay.
So.
If it's her own, then okay. I'll give her $99.
Throw an extra buck for the effort.
It's for you.
All right.
Buy a soda.
This is a guy recommending a Gears of War skit.
Oh. I thought it was a funny email. That's why I printed it.
Dude, you guys got to make a Gears of War skit.
That's a mixture of a sketch and a skit.
You could run around town dressed as Marcus Phoenix, screaming "Locusts are coming, get down." Then you could get up to a small wall and blind fire and go pow pow like fake gun noise that kids do. Seriously, it would be hilarious. Please reply.
Okay, I'll reply to you.
Run around town, I'm sold.
Nope!
Alright, I'm listening to your current podcast via my iPhone, and due to those loud ass... Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm already glad.
I'm sorry.
I'm here.
The subject of this email, this is from Richard, and the subject is, I want to beat you guys retarded. I'm listening to your current podcast via my iPhone, and due to those loud ass sounds you made through the podcast, my ears are in pain. Oh. The rest of the podcast is quiet, so I had to turn it up. Those stupid noise you cranked through left me in pain. I'm not freaking joking. This is serious. This was the most ridiculous and irresponsible thing you guys have ever done. I'm a large fan of yours, but that was just dumb. If I was going to be at Comic-Con, I would hold you all down and put that at full blast in your ears so you can feel it. Richard.
I thought.
Well, Richard, thank you for your email and your time.
Wow.
I just got an iPhone, and it has the two little toy. There's like there's speakers on the bottom of it, and you can play whatever. And I thought he was going to say that he played it through those, and it would blow them out.
Me too. I'm glad that his ears hurt than his iPhone be broken.
Holding it down, that would be rude. Okay, you listen to our podcast voluntarily. All right.
Don't make anyone do anything.
Don't be a rude Richard. Okay.
No, Richard. Dear MEGA64 crew, I've been a fan of your work for a number of years now. I purchased first series around 2004 after learning about you on somethingawful.com and immediately got the second series in 2006. I'm seriously looking forward to the third series. I can't wait to buy it. Also, I'm the one who wrote the complimentary letter to Garrett a while back. I feel like I didn't clarify what I meant. I guess what I was trying to say is that he's very expressive through his facial expressions and voice, and he's very good at conveying things through his body language. If you go back to episode 4, version 2, you'll notice he's playing Lobo Fuerte very well, both under the mask and later during his reveal. That crazy tilt of his head and that insane glare he gives Sean, that was awesome. So anyway, I don't want Derek to start saying I'm in love with Garrett or anything, so I'll wrap this up and see you later. P.S. I'm not gay, but if I were, it would only be for him.
Yeah.
Next email.
What's up, Garrett?
Oh, you guys at home will never guess what Sean did to the microphone just now.
That guy was gay. From Tim S. Hey there, cutie. I went on vacation past couple days with my family. We drove to Iowa to go camping, so I figured listening to the podcast would help move the clock. Well, the podcast itself was lacking on the volume in the car, even with the volume set to max. I couldn't hear anything. So I started listening to something else. Later that night, while laying in a tent with 4 other people, I thought it would be a good idea to listen to the podcast. Derek fucking shits his voice through the microphone, making the loudest thing to ever come out of my podcast. Of course I had the volume set to the max. I try to fumble with the iPod, which just turns on the screen. Everyone in the tent wakes up, including my mom, who is now shitting herself. She's scared of what she thinks is someone outside the tent. Congratulations. See, everybody talks shit about that scream not being funny. I'm sorry, these emails are funny.
Yeah. Dude, there are a lot of them.
Anyway, as for the podcast question, how's your guys' relationship changed from version 1 to now? I was listening to commentary from version 1, and the MEGA64 crew does not sound as lively or comfortable with each other as they do from the podcast or even version 2 commentary.
I think what it is we are more comfortable with each other.
We just never done commentary.
But we just never did commentary before. It's kind of the same, but we just weren't used to doing that, and now we can do that a lot better.
We were never used to putting ourselves out there for the public in any way. When we filmed those first episodes, they were seriously like, okay, our immediate family will see these, great, and that was it. But we're just getting more accustomed to other people seeing our stuff. That's really all it boils down to. But here's another rousing email.
All right. Hey, I'm a long-time listener and a first-time sender. I was wondering if you will ever scream into the mic again, as it caused me to fall down the stairs.
I don't believe that one.
I don't believe that.
That's a liar.
Shortly later, I said, "Aw, barf."
Just don't even read the rest of it. Because a fucking liar. What's his name?
Leonardo Sampson.
You're a fucking liar, Leonardo Sampson. Be honest and write us back.
Hey, Rocco and those other guys.
All right, next email.
What does it say? You guys can't do that.
Why? Just because he wants to be your boyfriend. Jesus. Fine, go
That
ahead.
might be my GF.
All right. I was curious about... No, but really, that is gay of you. I was curious about what kind of software you're using to record the podcast and whether you're adding in sound effects and music.
It never ends. It never ends.
Also, I was wondering if you guys switched software when you got your new computer and whether the new software was responsible for the low volume issue. Yes, we said that. Dumbass. You dumb bitch.
See,
Derek, I love that you're a total jackass and find you hilarious. Since most of the time, I'm pretty much the same way. I'm sending you the medical bill for blowing out my eardrums during the most recent podcast. I was listening on my headphones because I was at work, and when you grabbed the mic to kick it up a notch, the direct result was you kicking up my internal bleeding, quoting, a notch. Well, I don't know how I'll send you that bill since I don't have your address. The bill isn't actually real, but seriously, ow.
well, then how are you going to send it? You're going to send something imaginary? That's dumb.
Send it to Rocco with a picture of your junk.
Yeah, do it.
He'll love it, too. He would love to see it.
I'll print it out and tape it to
I want everyone to take pictures of their junk if you're 18 or older.
Oh, no.
And send it to Rocco. I want only people, no minors, guys.
No, minors are more than welcome. Rocco will see you in prison.
Yeah, Rocco will see you in jail.
Hi, everyone. I was just wondering if you guys were annoyed by commercials such as I am.
What?
Yeah.
So many times I see commercials that really try hard to be funny by using an Office or Arrested Development like camera style, which is just embarrassingly bad. Yeah, I don't really notice that. I just
I don't notice that. It's just commercials suck. That's all.
Yeah, some commercials are good, some are bad. That's commercials.
And then there are good commercials that don't know when to end. And that pisses me off just so
Oh,
much.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Hey, I met you guys at Comic-Con. I was the girl sent by Sean's dad. Anyway, I just wanted to thank you again for the DVD. We watched it when we got home that night. You guys are great. And I don't know why Craig doesn't like to be in your videos. The Mrs. Gingerbread bit is seriously some great footage / special effects. It's definitely an honor to be in such a fine film. P.S. I hate to be so pop culture, but is MEGA64 on MySpace?
When was the last time we logged into the MEGA64 MySpace?
You know
I think it was
what?
like March.
I logged in actually a day ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and just whatever. I deleted all the comments that were other people advertising on it.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, don't advertise on our MySpace.
We
You're-
do
you're
have a
good.
MySpace. We check it about once every 3 months.
Let me tell you, the people who listen to this aren't the ones who are doing it. It's just fucking dumbass people trying to do it.
Yeah.
But back to that girl. Yeah. I forgot what she was. Is there a question that she asked about
No.
my? Oh.
You want to say thanks?
Oh, well, you're welcome.
About that girl, yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
You're in love.
Yep.
Hey guys, I was recently listening to podcast 22 on my 360 when all of a sudden around the 9th minute, out of nowhere, a loud shriek came out of the TV.
Another one.
Fortunately, I had the volume full blast, and my cat was sitting on my chest. As you can probably guess, my cat dug all her claws straight into my chest and leaped off me. The marks burned like wildfire the entire night, and I didn't get a wink of sleep because every time I moved, it was agony.
Let me tell you.
I think they are infected. Thanks, Derek.
That could be a lie, but that was a good lie. Not like I fell down the stairs and yelled barf. That's fucking dumb.
Hey, MEGA64, podcast 22 really hurt my ears. Hope you guys can figure shit out or go back to using your old program. That was one of the most dangerous audio files ever.
Thanks.
All right. Hey guys, since Rocco exposed the whole podcast party business, I figure I might as well ask some questions.
Oh, this is the girl. Is this from Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the girl that did that. I remember I was telling you that I knew that somebody was having podcast parties. Do you remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
That they would eat pizza and listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
So-
Wow.
Oh.
First, I've always been curious. During the Seaman skit, what did the woman say after Derek said, I bet you love yourself twice a day? Well, that woman just wasn't happy to talk to me
She
at
said
all.
the same stuff that she said. The only line she ever said
Was,
"You need
"Please
to leave.
leave,"
You
yeah.
need to leave. You need to leave now. You need to leave." So, there you go.
If you could be drawn in any cartoon style, early 90s, anime, Simpsons, South Park, which would you pick?
Be drawn?
Yeah.
Really, really over the top anime style.
That's dumb.
I think Simpsons, because South Park is so simple.
Person. Okay. Meat. Draw me using meat.
Good one.
Okay.
Bitch. What is the lamest way any girl has ever asked you out / hit on you? Thanks, love, Aaron.
I think you're overestimating us. Like that doesn't happen. Does it? Do you guys get hit on?
There's this girl who has a weird limp.
Okay.
She works at Grossmont Center, and she just came up and tried to hug me one day when I was at work.
Wow. We've already talked about creepy stalker girl.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. That's the only one that really spring to mind.
Yeah. I haven't had any creepy girls of late, so I think that's it. Yeah.
Slender Girl's underwear at Comic-Con.
You signed a girl's underwear?
Yeah.
I didn't sign a girl's underwear. That's even creepier.
There you go. That sums it up right there. Rocco
Wow.
and the dudes.
Rocco and the dudes.
Rocco and the dudes. Is that it for the email?
Yeah, that's it.
I'd like to read the final email of the day. Then we saved this for last. Dear, it's from Mr. Doo-Doo Ben. How are you doing with your work? I hope all is well. My name is Mr. Doo-Doo Ben, the brother from Mrs. Dorothy John Pay. The husband is death now. She sent me out of country to look how to invest $28.5 million US. So, Mr. Doo-Doo Ben out there, if you want